and we're in game.
Yeah,
We hit the lobby, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
There's no way to see this.
We have we have to delay the stream by 5 minutes because we are in game.
Yes, we are in the game. You can hear us in game. Hello to everyone in game. Hello, how are you doing? People are still saying you're muted in game, Draskell. I think you broke it.
Dude, I did all I could, man. I can't. I'm gonna message OS Frog right now on Skype and yell at him because in-game is broken. And by that I mean Bruno. Alright, so...
Alright, Jar, I'm happy with this, Jaro. At the same time, I think Liquid's... Oh, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game. Right, is your in-game working, Andy? Can you see?
It's always been working for me. Like, I see the little chat box, like, flopping all over the place and making things happen, so I'm assuming it's working.
I think it's just Twitch chat being silly now.
It could be.
Yeah.
That could be. They are...
Stop being silly. Stop it.
But yeah, to be honest, so...
I'm talking to you.
They're always right. Stop. Every time.
Well, that's because the chat box is on the right of the screen, Andy, when you watch a stream.
Ah, see, that's how they get you.
Yeah. Right, here we have it. Liquid versus Empire. I'm pumped. And that might just be because I drunk a crap ton of chocolate milk, but I'm ready. Let's go.
Dude, chocolate milk is the best.
It is.
Okay, this is an important question. Yep. Do you buy pre-made chocolate milk or do you mix it yourself?
No, I buy pre-made.
Oh.
In a box. Is that the wrong way?
God, no, you never.
It's also low fat as well, so I don't get too chubby.
Jesus.
Am I doing it wrong?
Why did you go to buy low fat pre-mixed chocolate milk? Dear God.
I was drunk at the time.
All right, okay, then it's fine.
Yeah.
If you're going to the grocery store a little bit sloshed, everything seems good, so I can understand that.
Right. I don't think I've got to cast an OD before. OD. I can say lots of good things about OD if he does well.
We literally cast 5 the other day when he was playing OD.
Yeah. No, we didn't. Did we cast that game?
Yes, we cast that game.
No, we didn't cast that game.
Wait.
I watched. No, we didn't cast that game.
Did I watch that game and think we casted it?
I think you watched it because I think I watched it as well.
Okay.
I don't remember casting an OD.
All right. Maybe you're right.
Yeah, OD's amazing.
Wow.
OD's really good.
Sell out. It's not going to be the whole game, right? Like, we can move on.
Just jerking off on OD. Right, anyway, here we go. So the lane matchups from both sides. Resolution is going to be on the mid lane on his Death Prophet up against Farter on his OD. The other lanes, dual lanes is going to be what's coming up, and this Jaro Oracle lane on the top. Talk to me about it, Andy.
Well, it's definitely going to be hard to deal with, I think, because Jaro is really good against Undying. And the other thing is, you can't really use Tombstone in this lane either, so Kuro's got the level 1 decay thing. He's just going to try to get whatever spam he can. But as they bring the third hero to the lane, there is a possibility they can just go on the Oracle. It's not going to be too hard. He gets a block with the shards.
Oracle.
Oh,
you're going to have to eat a few more trees. Oh dear, Fortune's End. It might be your own fortune that's about to end. Kuroki with the DK. Havorst. Well, off you go. That's the first blood, and that'll be that. But Liquid showing their strength here in this top lane. And off the back of that, they're going to send No Fair up on the Bane as well. They say, right, we need backup. We need 3 heroes to deal with what Liquid have in the safe lane.
Now, those ice shards were so freaking good too. But with that hero dying, this lane is still pretty strong, having the Bane here now too. And I think that it should be pretty much both carries farming. And in terms of kill potential, I would actually say that the Empire probably have the advantage as long as they're not fighting on a creep wave, because then the Rocket Barrage obviously doesn't do as much, so we'll see if they can manage to pull that one back. But I imagine both teams have pretty solid lanes. Should be a lot of farming going.
Oh, the shards again, causing issues for Empire. The Hadoken Lucan blowing up the Oracle. They'll look for another one here. 2-0 at the moment. He's going for the TP out. He is going to make it. No Fear escapes. But a second kill for Liquid as this safe lane is going from strength to strength.
He just died the same way 2 times.
Yeah.
Like, he gets sharded in the same spot 2 times. Alright, if he dies a 3rd time, I think they have to just leave the lane. Or maybe they just already abandon it, I don't know. It seems like having deaths like that, you can't really... Like, one time you can say, okay, fine, you got caught out. It was a really good ice shards. The second time, it's like, shame on you.
Mid lane, how's it going? Resolution 9 for 2, 9 for 3. Pretty much a wash between these two. Is what you'd expect from these 2 heroes? Pretty much balanced laning?
Yeah, I think the OD will start to
Yeah.
Like, he'll get the wave shoved into him, but he should be able to effectively trade. Like, skilling up the Arcane Orb nowadays, as long as you hit the hero, you get quite a bit of intelligence back, so you're not, like, going to be going out of mana or anything. The other part of it is, he can actually go for, he can get ganks from his team. Like, ganking for a Death Prophet, even though it's a little bit easier now because of Spirit Siphon, it's much easier to just throw out an Imprisonment with a Tusk and an Undying to kill that way. And it's very little the Empire can do to stop it unless they have a TP.
On top lane, they're looking for a bit more aggression here, Empire. They're not happy with how the last fights have gone. They keep trying to look for stuff, but they've got to be careful of these shards. Aloha backing off. Shards, again, not like this 3 times in a row. This time we have to make a walk round, but no fear. Could be the one in trouble. They'll Fortune's end him a little bit preemptively before anything was actually laid down onto him, and he's still going to die. He's going to look for the Nightmare Deny, and he will get it, though. Does get the Nightmare Deny here. So they won't get the kill Liquid, but they do force Bane back to base.
They are getting totally wrecked in this lane, actually. Oh, could be a turnaround.
Or turnaround to the turnaround, as this looks like Aloha. Oh, the Fairy Fire. 6.86, saving the man here on the Oracle.
Oh.
Kuroki trying to use the DKs. They'll use the Nightmare to close in, but Orb of Venom. Hello, Bane. Off you trot.
Alright, this top lane is actually a total clown show right now. It is non-stop battle. This is like the polar opposite of what the last series was. But I like it, man. I like the change of pace. It's good. Sometimes you want to farm games, sometimes you want to just kill heroes. And Jirax is going to be taking the quick way back to base. I really didn't think that the lane would be so lopsided for Empire, though. Like, they are getting just owned. But bottom lane...
It's not bottom lane as well. The fact that Funnick, 37 for 5, 20 for 2. I mean, we saw this matchup, exact matchup in the last game. And Broodmother was on par, if not ahead. But Mind Control seems to be having more trouble with the tide in this game between these two teams.
Yeah, it's because it's a lot easier to get away with creep cutting, I think, in the top lane. Like, if you're off lane as Radiant, it's just a bit easier for the Brood to do what Mag did last game than it is for Mind Control to do the same. Just a bit riskier, so he's actually forced to fight on the creep wave, which is where Tide excels, because he can just anchor. Okay, he can Ravage too. He hit him, but
okay. Mind Control. We've been down this path a fair few times. Let's not start rolling away.
They might lose.
Talking about rolling. Straight into Havorst. There's the first hit route. Havorst is dead. Matumba man. Fairy Fire. Fairy Fire does so much this game for both sides. Keeping the lone druid alive. His bear may die a hit. And it will. Anchor Smash finishes it off. Kuroki getting body blocked off. But he might just turn. The snowball is there. No fear. Could be in a lot of trouble. Again, the first hit route onto the Bane. Bane will go down. Kuroki does go down as well. If they're able to get the final touch through. The route again. Matumba man. With the hacks. This again. Can you stop it? He's hacking the game. Actually hacking the game here.
Oh my god, that was ridiculous. Where's your Admiral Bulldog now?
What the hell?
He rooted every single hero he hit. Every single one. The Tide 2 times.
My goodness.
That's a fact.
Matumba man.
That's definitely a fact,
he's good on this lone druid. That is, yeah. That's a fact, man. That's an internet ban. That's a life ban.
You don't get to come back from that one.
Take him down the gallows and hang him.
Oh man, that's
actually maybe not.
I think they would have actually killed him too, because he like just threw out the gush, and Funnick almost had enough mana for another anchor smash.
I mean, we saw the Fairy Fire keeping him alive as well. He was dancing with death there on that top lane.
All right, well, Funnick is the saving grace of Empire right now for sure. This is the guy you're looking to bring you back into the game. He's got 51 CS at 7 minutes. He is ready to go.
I mean, are you a fan of this whole kind of go for the mech before the blink thing that we're seeing the Tides do? Is there any reason why you would go for the blink over the mech, or is this the standard?
You would go for the blink in games where the enemy team is less incentive to 5-man, because then the blink positioning and being able to ravage in smaller scale team fights makes the fight a lot easier for you to win. But if you're fighting into a lineup that's going to run at you with 5 heroes, then like blink ravaging with very little follow-up in terms of damage outside of just the gyro and like 1 crypt swarm, it seems okay, but the mech is more stability. It means that when liquids start pushing into you, or if you want to push with a Death Prophet ulti, you can just stand by your Death Prophet, and then that team becomes really, really hard to fight. It's very similar to the Tree and the Tidehunter together. The Death Prophet acts as the same kind of hero, where you pop ulti, and they might even kill Matumba Man here.
Yeah, Matumba Man a bit of a trouble with this rotation
Oh.
resolution. Ravage flies through. No hope for Lone Druid.
Got him.
They'll get the kill. Yeah, good stuff there from Empire. Clean kill, clean pick off.
Yeah, but if you imagine for a second, like, Exorcism is up, and the Tidehunter ulti is up, Liquid never want to take that fight. Like,
No,
and that's why you
just
don't
avoid
need
it.
the blink, because they will just avoid you, and that means you can push the tower for free.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Or you can just solo Ravage the Lone Druid and kill the tower anyway.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Look at this, Kuroki and Jerax looking for some fun in the jungle. Oracle. Oh, you may be in CM mode, but you're out of this game. Rest in peace, Aloha. Rest in peace.
He even got the dodge, but
The heal? Actually, that heal though.
yeah,
It's not enough.
it's a really good heal, but yeah, he got bopped.
Oh, yeah. Nice cooldown.
Zoning cooldown, dude.
Radiant's
Zoning.
tower is under attack.
The screw you spiders. It's a spider detergent.
I'm okay with
Deterrent.
that. I don't like spiders much either.
Do you not?
I mean, they're okay, but I could do without them, you know?
Oh, we've seen some good shards.
That was
wasn't
a
one of them.
reborn shard, let's be honest here.
Okay, we'll give them the... Oh, hello. They might... Oh, poor Oracle this time. Managing to save him.
I think he was okay anyway. He had,
I don't know, he's about to get nuked by the old spider blast.
he had brain step though. He could have brain stepped
true.
the spider and walked away.
Top lane, Funnick. Let's see if he can walk this off.
OD hurts, man.
And the root,
Yeah.
of course. And yeah, the BM ult there from Fata. He's, yeah, not got time for that. And Jarek's looking for the deny. Is he going to be able to find it? No, he's not. A boss will find the kill.
I mean, this is the stage in the game where it starts to become apparent why OD is like...
Radiant's
If they banned OD, the Tidehunter would have been so much more effective. But OD just crushes Tide. That's one thing that's always going to be a bit worrisome. He can't play as reckless as the Tidehunter we saw in the last series. He has to be very aware of the damage output of that hero in particular. And he always needs to make sure that when they're fighting, they're standing by the Death Prophet. Like, they have to be like one unit when they're pushing.
I mean, the problem at this point is, I mean, Havorst, his CS isn't just up to scratch at this part of the game.
Well,
I
their
guess he's
tri-lane
not
got
he's
wrecked.
not miles behind, but yeah, I guess he's recovering considering the fact that the lane didn't go great. The spider's trying to look for the last touch on the tower there, don't quite get it. I'm just gonna have a pause here. Lags.
Lagarino.
Not just one lag, multiple lags.
Oh, that's what happens.
Yeah.
If you only got like one lag, then it's like no big deal. But the multi-lag, that's when you start really having issues. I used to play on like US West, get like 250 ping and packet loss. It's like playing Dota on like 10 FPS. It's the worst shit in the world.
What, in US West?
Yeah, like from Sweden, right? You could play on US West from Sweden, and it's like
yeah,
super
why would
bad.
you do that? I guess
Because
you
I
got
have friends
over
from
there.
the States, yeah, and
Oh.
they always complain. It's like, we always play on EU. I'm like, yeah, because I like being able to control my hero. But yeah, it's painful. So, state of the game right now feels like Liquid are doing alright still. The Tidehunter is pretty beefy. He's already got the mech done. So he's on point for that like 15-minute, 14-minute Guardians if he wants to go that. I think he might be more inclined to go Blink this game. Because if he gets a Blink
More
dagger,
than finishing it, yeah.
then they can actually jump the OD, and he's really the biggest threat I feel right now in this game. There's no real safe lane carry that feels like it has some like same impact as a gyro. Like even though Havos isn't farming well, a call down and a couple of flat cannon shots will still impact the fight much more than a lone druid can right now. So I feel like if you just get the blink, you jump, you kill like one or two heroes, it should be a pretty easy push. Especially with the DP already having the exorcism up, and once you get level 11, the effectiveness of the ulti just doubles pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, as you said, if they get a jump and come up soon with the follow-up, it's going to be pretty scary here for the side of Liquid. And I guess Matumba on top of the Midas, he'll be probably going straight for the Radiance next, won't he?
I would imagine so. That seems to be like the go-to build. The only time I saw a lone druid deviate from that so far in the qualifiers was when one of the lone druids was super far behind, and then he ended up going for Maelstrom. I think it was Mag actually, who ended up doing that from Vega, because they were kind of getting like trounced pretty badly in the early game, and he was forced to go for a more effective like farming item. But yeah, it should just be standard Radiance. And the rest of Liquid, Kuro's level 5, Jarex is also level 5, so the support's doing alright. Hell, everyone's level 5 in this game, actually, support-wise. And then all the cores are on relatively equal terms in regards to net worth. It's just a matter of who's going to take the team fights, and I think it's going to be Empire. I think their 5-man is terrifying.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, especially with how, as we've been saying, how good Funnick has had as a start on this Tide. No doubt about that. Bane's back in.
Alright.
We should be good. Good to keep the ball rolling and getting on with this little bit of Dota 2 that we've got going on it. And here we have it. Oracle's ready. Is mind control. It should be fine here. They do have a sentry on her Vorse. We'll see if he does decide to drop it. They're just going to play around that. They've got 4 heroes grouped up, so they'll have the push, and they should be able to finish off this tier 1. Half health. We're going to get any kind of reaction here from Liquid. We are going to actually have a smoke from the 2 of them. Liquid sending in Kuroki and Jerax into the jungle.
It's a warding mission, I think. Or maybe they want to wrap around on bottom? I don't know, it seems really risky.
Or maybe hoping for TP's mid.
Yeah.
Maybe hoping there to bait with the OD, but yeah, as you say, they see the mid, the bottom's gonna lose the tower. Now a TP will come forward to the mid lane, so maybe they'll go back over here and see if they can get a lead in. In fact, yeah, they see the second TP coming through as well. It's actually gonna be, yeah, just Jerax dropping down the vision here, but the pings. Let's see, Jerax, yeah, he's going to be spotted out now. Kuroki wrapping round as well. They'll drop the tombstone. They're trying to fight with just the 2 of them. Okay, they've got mind control coming in as well, but it's a good cooldown from her Vorse. The snowball will pick them up, and here comes Fada. He's got the ult, burst them down. 2 kills at the moment for the side of Liquid. They'll try and look for more. He holds Resolution out of the fight. The Ravage comes through. It only clears Fada here. They've taken down Aloha Dance. It's a double kill for Jerax. They'll finish off the OD though in return, so Empire do find a kill. Now, can Liquid go back in with these 3? It doesn't look like they can. Jerax just trying to get himself out to the left. On the right, Mind Control and Kuroki have disengaged. Nice. And again, nice shards, just blocking off the pursuit of Empire. They will get the Tusk out. It ends a clean 3-for-1. So, unfortunately for Liquid, they do lose their OD, but they do find the 3 kills. So, it's going to be worth every time again. Just shutting down her Vorse farm even more.
Oh, Aloha actually snipes the bear. Good stuff. But that's an example of what happens if the 2 teamfight heroes aren't actually there at the start. Like, if the Tide and the DP are there, no way that, you know, Liquid can ever really engage into that. It was just a fortuitous turn of events that they happened to find the heroes without the Tide Hunter at least. Because that's the guy who can actually buy time for the rest of the TPs to come in and the teamfight to really start to go Empire's way. But they return fire by getting the mid-tier 1, so it wasn't a complete loss.
And try for the tier 2 as well with the ult.
Yeah, it lasts for quite a while, so they should get some decent damage on it before they have to back.
Yeah, bottom line, they're just looking at the trader, Liquid, and they're nice, you get it, they're pushing the tier 2 a little bit quicker. Fortification will come out, and Empire going to smoke. Maybe see if they can catch someone out on the back wraparound. Now they're actually going to go deep. They want to try and get this kill and they'll find Jerax. Jerax has walked straight into the Fiend script straight up with the Rocket Barrage. They'll get the kill on Tusk.
That was some hate right there.
Instant reaction there from the guys in Empire as they jumped straight in.
I don't even know if that's like even worth it, right? They lost a tier 2 for killing a Tusk and 4-man smoke. I think that Liquid are okay with that. That's like a Pylai die death right there, right? It's like that tank and the gank. You get smoke ganked as a support by 5 people, you feel pretty good about that.
Well, worth noting as well, Funnick, he did do the full-out Greaves rather than the Blink this game, once again. So another Tide, like we saw earlier.
It's
actually to finish that first.
It's going to work out pretty well because Mind Control's going Orchid.
Yeah.
So he can remove the silence from himself, which I think is the main reason why Mind Control is going Orchid in the first place, is to silence him in a fight. If they wanted to go for like the 5v5. And plus it's nice for being able to like Orchid 1 or 2 disables on Empire and then TP out from a bad situation. Oh god, he needs to be careful though. There are many men from Empire in the area.
I'll get your Orchid now down here for Mind Control. And top lane, Funnick just heading up to continue to get the farm. Lone Druid, Matumba Man, 2.7k towards that relic. He is getting there with the help of that Midas. Well, we certainly had a little bit more action this game than we did in the first series. This is looking to be some good stuff between Liquid and Empire.
Yeah.
And they might fight again here. No fear. Waltzing straight in, but the snowball, the orchid, no fear. He's got the false promise. It's all a bait. It was a trap. The cooldown, the Fiend's Grip onto Jarex. Again, the Tusk receiving so much hate.
Yeah.
And looks like the rest of them will get out. Kuroki with the TP, Mind Control with the walk-off. But yeah, Jarex at the moment tanking a lot of the hate here from Empire.
Well, again, it's... You lose the Tusk, but... I mean, nothing really else happens from that, and that was a Exorcism popped as well, level 11, so it's a very long cooldown. It's like 2.5 minutes, give or take, every time you pop that skill. So for a while, Empire are going to have to wait to pressure any other lanes. I suppose it's not too bad though, because Funnick was farming top lane and getting a kill, and Liquid not really able to do anything in response in the time that the ultimates are down. That's kind of what Empire are looking for. As long as Liquid don't like strike between the ulti cooldowns, then it's not too bad.
They're gonna try and go nonetheless out the ult here on Death Prophet. They've got a DD, so he can get a significant amount of right click and Vorst. He's picked up the Sange, so he's starting to beef up a little bit. And they should have a good shot at trying to take this tier 2 Liquid. They've still got 2 members down on the bottom lane. Kuroki and Mind Control won't be here for the defense, so Empire will find the tower.
At this stage in the game, it's still seems a little bit hard for Liquid to engage, right? And this is what we were talking about, is when you make the choice to go Blink, you either need to use it to initiate, because the enemy team is never going to fight you properly, or you make it so that you can you can farm a little bit more, and you can obviously get into better positions for the Ravage in the first place. But in this game, he doesn't really need the mobility, because he just stands by Resolution, who pops his ulti, they hit the tower, and Liquid pretty much has to run into you. So in that sense, you don't really need the Blink yet.
I mean, how much of a problem is the fact that Empire are kind of ignoring this lone druid? I mean, he's now got that money here for the relic.
It will eventually be a problem,
oh.
for sure.
Oh, not Jarex again.
Oh god.
Poor old Jarex.
He's just creating space, man.
He's always in there at the front. I mean, I guess it can be expected as a Tusk. There are going to be, you know, you're the one that's going in, leading the way. But it's not gone too greatly for Jarex the last few times that the fights have kicked off.
Yeah, but if it was anybody else dying, it would be a much more concern. It's like either him or Kuro are the two people that you would want to die. Those situations. And plus, every time that happens, it's always so many heroes from Empire. So Matumba Man's farming, like bottom lane, Mind Control was farming too, Bata's farming, he finished up his Atos, so it's not as if his deaths are in vain. Every time that happens, Liquid are able to get more and more out of the map.
I think one of the impressive things as well is the fact that, you know, considering that Matumba Man has had this kind of free lane where he's farming, it's still Funnick at the top of the CS charts on his Tidehunter.
Yeah.
He's just been getting so much farm on this map.
Dude, Anchor Smash costs like no mana, does lots of damage. And bottom lane? Aloha Dance, getting chased down by babies. Those things actually do so much damage.
They're nightmare.
Oh, here comes the Exorcism top. This is still a very hard fight for Liquid to take.
Fighting Exorcism's never going to be nice.
I wonder,
especially,
are they actually going to try to fight this?
Jarex, is he going to lead in? Is he going to do it? Or he's tried a few times, maybe this is the time it's going to work out now. It looks like he's been put off. They're not going to try and chase for it.
I think they wanted to just cancel TPs, see if they were trying to go back to defend the Brood push, but there's already 3 members of Empire in the area, so either way, wouldn't have mattered too much. What is Mind Control's next item? He doesn't have boots yet, so he could go for like ground boots BKB, which I think would be fairly solid against, at the very least, the Gyrocopter and Tide, so that way you don't have to worry about getting like bursted down or anything like that. And Tidehunter also gets his Blink.
Yeah, level 12 as well. But that is your Radiance done now, so we're at 90 minutes Radiance, and Midas now on the Bear. So the farm will really start to step up here for Matumba Man. He's already at the top of the net worth board. And with these 2 items, we can expect to see him stay at the top unless Empire can start to find these huge fights that they'll be happy to take. Pull down. easy spinelings, or maybe not, in fact, doesn't quite burst them down. The TP for No Fair will be cancelled. The Spiders finish him off. They're still trying to TP off in the sidelines of the Savage Roar, cancelling Havor's TP. Absolutely savage. And he's gone. They'll get the kill, and Matumba Man TPing down and joining the fights after getting those 2 item pickups at just the right time, and he's going to be very happy with that.
Did you see how fast that reaction was? Like, the second he saw him, he just Savage Roared, like, instantly. That was really,
and
really
Alpha
good.
Roche. And they're going to get this as well. With Jara down for 25 seconds, no hope of Empire contesting this one.
Liquid just outmaneuvering a bit there, realizing that that was a good opportunity for them to fight, knowing the Exorcism is down. They get the Aegis up on Fata. And OD is now getting kind of close to a really strong power spike. He's got the Orb maxed, Essence Aura is fully maxed out with the Atos. Like, his damage output is already very high. And that's even against tanky heroes like Tidehunter, who normally, for the physical damage dealer, it's really hard for them to kill him. But again, we talked about the pure damage from the Orb and the other magical damage from like the Tusk, and even a Decay and a Soul Orb can help burst him down.
We're seeing quite a group up of both sides in the jungle. Jerax on his way in. Aloha will spot him out, and in fact the blink from Funnick. Oh, Jerax, not like this. He'll get the snowball out in time. Onto Funnick, but he has got a Ravage if he wants to use it, and he will. He'll pop it here. He'll catch Mind Control as well on the sidelines. In fact, they've got the Fiend's Grip down on him as well. The Spider trying to get himself out. The Astral did cancel the Fiend's Grip, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be 2 down. There'll be a buyback from Jerax. Now they get the silence onto Fada, setting him up with the Yaws. In comes the Fortune's End, holding him in place. Are they ready to move forward for more? Yes, they are. Funnick blinks in. They'll go out the ult here on the OT, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't quite kill anyone on the side of Empire. They're still fine. Funnick's being chased down by Kuroki and Matumba Man. They're looking to find the kill onto the OD. He Astrals himself. Fortune's End coming out a little bit too early. Jerax now here with the buyback, and now he might be able to turn it. Brings them across onto the Oracle, closing the gap here. They'll look for the kill on Aloha. Matumba Man moving in as well. They will get it. So the buyback from Jerax paying off in the sense that it allows them to get that extra kill. And double kill for Matumba Man. Another good fight overall for the side of Liquid. It did cost them the buyback, but as we can see, that did bring them out on top in terms of Golden XP, but only just.
Yeah, it's way worth it though, because they managed to take a team fight without the DP using her ulti. She's got it now though.
Yeah, and here we go with the cooldown. But Timberman, he's dead. He is so dead. Surely the last guy. 9 HP. 9 HP. Oh.
My god, that has to feel so bad actually.
Oh, so close.
Oh, they missed the dust too.
No, yeah.
Man. That fight would have been so much different had that Resolution popped his ulti, or had it up. I don't know, I think he didn't have mana at the end of the team fight, or it was on cooldown and he spammed a little bit too much, but either way, like only having the Ravage up for that, like totally ruined them. It just shows the importance of their cooldowns, and when Liquid can take team fights properly timed like that, it's a massive difference in the effect they can have. Granted, they did have to use the Aegis for it, and like you mentioned, the buyback from the Tusk, but well worth it for the damage they just dealt.
Invisibility.
Yeah, it did end up working out. I mean, as you said, could have been a different story for the ult. Could have been a different story as well if they lost Matumba Man at the end. Funny. He's got an invis. They'll just soak up some XP. Can't really do anything on his own.
Or am I...
It is not. Yeah, on my screen the squid is not invisible, but I'm sure in-game it must be. That's just...
The least sneaky squid ever.
Oh, yeah, Resolution. Funnick set this up beautifully with the invis, and they'll their backup coming in. They'll find one, they'll blink forward for Kuroki, and they're going to get it. Tombstone gets dropped down, plants his own grave.
Man, Spirit Siphon, what a freaking skill.
And this is, I mean, 3rd for 13. The fight before this looking good for Liquid. That very nice bit of play there for Empire. Big kill getting the OD.
Yeah, the Ruin set it up very nicely.
This is a close game.
They will have to address the Brood. Looks like Death Prophet's going to be the one to go down there. And I guess the biggest problem still that Empire running into is their gyro is way far behind is okay. Tomb Man.
Yeah, goodbye, Oracle.
Why was
he false
there?
promised himself. I don't know.
Sometimes you just gotta question that, you know?
Kuroki?
What?
Someone's not got it set to cancel TPs.
Well, oh, there's a Savage Roar.
Yeah, cancels the TP of Funnick.
Oh, he's stopping the blink
You
too
try
with
and
the bear.
chase this.
That's so
Jerax looking for the opening to get the shards through, and he does, but they're not going to follow it They saw the game earlier. They know that Tidehunter is hard to kill, and they do know that there is backup around the corner. So
yeah,
no one needs to go too hard.
no OD, no kill Tide, pretty much. That's how this goes down. They did manage to take him down in the bottom fight, but it was pretty much because they beat on him for like 40 seconds straight. Like 3 people were trying to kill Fata, the other 3 were killing the Tide from Liquid, and that took him ages to do it without his help. So makes sense why they would back there. We did talk about the BKB on Brood. It's now done. So my control can pretty much play a little bit more aggressive at the very least. Important to note that the Spirit Siphon does go through BKB. I don't know why, but it does. I don't really think that hero... I don't think he needed that. But he's got it now.
Oh boy. I mean, Resolution, he is looking incredibly stacked.
Yeah, this
25 minutes in.
This hero's mega strong at the moment.
And the fact that he's just hit level 16 as well, the next team fight, if they get a good ult off, following through on a Phonic Ravage, it's going to be absolutely deadly.
Yeah, they have a gem as well. Okay.
Yep, and Mind Control's just found that out. BKB is not going to save him.
Very sad spider. They can just push into the tier 2 bottom, right? That's the last outer tier tower of Liquid. Or they can wait out.
Yeah, I think they could definitely go for it. I mean, if they want to fight as well, they Exorcism. So I don't think Liquid will want to try and hold this one. It's going to be a hard defense if they do try for it. Phonic's already hanging in the back, getting himself in position for the Ravage. But looks like they push mids enough to force Resolution back. So they don't want to try and force it themselves. Empire would rather play defensive. And Phonic is in position for a Ravage. And there we go. Straight in with the Gush. Phonic moving into position. He'll see both of them. The Ravage, it will catch them. And now Havors focusing the Tombstone, but he's got the flat cannon off. It's hitting the Tumberman. The Savage Roar will send back the Gyro, and he TP's out. The Tumberman, again, with these Savage Roars, I mean, that is... We're seeing the power of that spell here. The way it can just disengage heroes, give you the space to get out. But Tumberman playing very, very smartly this game.
He actually impresses me so much when I watch him play.
I say AC done as now.
Like, I know he's like 8,000 matchmaking points or whatever, right? But still, the guy is damn good for sure. But in that time, like they still ended up getting this tower too.
Oh, Fiend's and Exorcism! Holy cow, he's gone.
That is a lot.
I mean, I guess the thought process is that they can try and push for the tower here as well with the Exorcism.
It doesn't last that long. Like the duration of the ulti is only 35 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, middle lane. What is going on? Like everyone is just like super extended this game. It's going in super deep. Alright, TPing back. They're gonna try to kill Aloha Dance. He has ulti though. Everyone just backs up. I guess maybe the mentality of Resolution is it's better to just kill the Brood and have the ulti be down, because we haven't been using it on cooldown anyway. But...
Oh, they want to fight. Tombstone, snowball straight across onto the Bane. Bane, he's going to get False Promise. They get the multi-man silence off, but they don't have that Exorcism. Here comes Far with the right clicks with the BKB. He's got an Astral ready to use when he wants to drop it. Sorry, the Ultimate Sanity's Eclipse comes down. That's going to be the Tide down. And now Resolution. Rod of Atos is out. He's slow. Double kill for Fada. Make that a triple kill. In fact, he nearly gets the Ultra there, but it's stolen away from him by Jerax. And that's the power of OD there. Absolutely ripping through Empire. And this is the reason why we're seeing this hero being first banned, because suddenly he comes out of nowhere. He's got a BKB and an Atos, but that's more than enough to just tear through some of the heroes with 3 clicks at least.
Yeah, that was a really nicely timed fight again from Liquid. They realize, oh, okay.
He might get more. Look at this damage. Aloha's got to run. They might look to just focus on Vorston with the snowball. This could be over. This could be OD just ending the game. This is OD ending the game. Double kill for the OD.
Jeez, that damage. That was insane. But that was the perfectly timed fight. Like, no Exorcism, no Tidehunter Ravage. Because they use the Ravage top, they use Exorcism bottom. Liquid are just like, alright, it's our time, let's go. No ultis.
Oh, Kuroki.
Yeah.
Casually getting brains out here. They'll, yeah, 1, 2, 3, goodbye. You're not, no. We're not having that.
Well,
did force out a buyback from the Vorst.
The Ravage is back up though, so I don't think they actually...
if they can kill Fata here, that would be pretty big. Yep, goodbye.
Just punch him, you got BKB, let's go.
BKB TP.
I wanted him to man up, just give him a little bit of
I wanted him to man up and just go. But he is the smarter man.
Yeah, he wants to live.
He plays it safe. He plays it safe.
Understandable.
4.2k gold now on him after that fight.
Probably just buy Shivas, right? Or Hex. Shivas might be... yeah, both are good. Shivas is a cheaper choice, though.
Just get the Mystic Staff and decide what you want to do later. No, okay, Shivas, yeah.
I think when you already have such an early BKB and you're playing against Death Prophet Gyro, like all the damage you're taking is going to be physical, so Shivas makes sense. And it's not as if you need the Hex in the team fights anyway, because Tusk Lockdown, I mean, God knows Matumba Man gets his roots, so don't even need it for that. I mean, this Gyro, we talked about it during the draft and how it would fit the lineup pretty well, but I think putting him in that off lane really came back to bite Empire this game. Like, his item progression has just not been there, because he had such a rough start.
Whoa! Look at the graph. I think that fall-off is pretty much... that's Outworld Devourer. That's the OD effect. Just that last fight. Whew.
Yeah. That is the opposite of a good thing, but... on the bright side, they should be able to get his Roshan. All of their ultimates are available. I think Empire had a couple of critical execution mistakes this game, like just when they decided to use their ultis and getting caught, but Liquid are coming in.
Oh, they are indeed. They've got time. Tombstone's been dropped. Roshan hasn't quite been finished. Fada with the Shiva's Guard, ready to move with the right click for the false promise, keeping the Bane alive. Jarek jumping up to the high ground, snowball down Fada. He's been Fiend's Grip. The Ravage comes out from Funny. Maybe they can take this. Exorcism comes out. Fada's been silenced. He gets off the ultimate here, and he's still trying to fire up with the right click. He'll take that Funny, but he loses his own life. 2 for 1 at the moment. BKB being popped by Mind Control. He's looking for no for the Tombstone's still doing work. Resolution's just got to look for the TP out. They'll sack Bane, and Bane will fall. So it'll be a 2 for 2 there. Amidst that all, Gyro was able to pick up the Aegis. And they also got themselves the Roshan kill. But yes, indeed, as you point out, they did lose melee racks up top there.
Home in trouble. Man, that was... it looked for a second like it was going to be a good fight, then I was like, wait a minute, the lone Druid is top. Things are not going...
oh, yeah, she buy back?
Yeah, why not?
Is this a buyback and go for finishing the game, go for Megas?
Yeah, why not? The Tidehunter Ravage is down, so is Exorcism.
Yeah.
The ultis are too long of cooldowns, actually. Like, the way this game played out, Liquid just knew exactly when they could fight. So they chose the opportunities between those ultimates, took the fights properly, got kills, and then one really bad engagement coming in from Empire. Like, when they wanted to fight, they couldn't. And then they go anyway. So now Liquid are like, okay, this is our timing.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. See what they can do here. Link in from Jarek with the Snowball Stone and the punch onto a force. And he's going to have the backup here of Oracle. The Tombstone is dropped. The cooldown is nice as well. And moving forward, Jarrett's getting all over. The Soul Rick keeps him alive. In comes Fada with his own Shiva's Guard. And now he'll start to punch. BKB comes out. He's ready to steal some intelligence. I'll have that intel. I'll have that intel. I'll have your intel. He gets himself some more. He's plus 20 at the moment. Snowball onto Resolution. Resolution to fall. Will buy back straight away. Havorse taking the balls to the face there from Fata and his magical stick. Here we go. Second round for Havorse. He had the Aegis. 1-2. Goodbye. OD's a good hero. GG. Well played. We're going to game 2. Of course, I think you've got to ban the OD, Andy. It seems a little bit powerful.
It's really strong for sure, but we also have to say that this game was won solely on execution. Liquid just played the better Dota, for sure. Empire just were too overeager, I guess, with their ability usage during fights and trying to go for a lot of kills and just losing sight of just playing objective gaming. Because I think if they just stuck together as 5 with ultimates up, that game is super hard for Liquid to win. But a couple of well-timed fights from Liquid put him in a really dominant position. Even the Roshan fight, with Matumba Man not being there, they still managed to do a really, really solid fight, even against all the ultis at that point, because that one they took outside of the base put them so far ahead. But well played by Liquid.